We are live. Say hi, Prince. Look at Prince. Who's that? Who's that? Who is that? Who is that? Look at there. Oh, is that my baby? Is that my baby Prince? We still waiting for everybody to come on. Hey, y'all. Could I give it a few minutes to join? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, that's my baby. You want to say hi? Look, 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 look. You gonna say hi? Look, you gonna say hi? You guys, as you come on in, if you can let me know your name and where you're watching from. He's a big baby. He is a big, big, big baby. All right, go on over there. All right. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Kimber. I am your passive income diva. And passive income is my first love, but y'all know that. So we're coming on tonight, which we want to make it a pattern to come on tonight to talk about our hemp products, give you education on hemp and CBD, and be able to feature a product for the evening. So, but the first thing that we want to do is want to come on and give you information, because a lot of people don't know the difference between CBD and hemp, right? And they don't know what the benefits are. So we wanted to come on today to give you the benefits. Those of you who jumped on, you missed my dog, but I'll probably bring him on a whole separate live or whatever. So once again, you guys, thanks for joining. And don't forget to include your name and where you're watching from. So let me see. Let me just share a couple of places, and then we will go ahead and get started. Make sure you say hi to me. Y'all have me lonely on these things. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Let's share the group. Um, a lot of you know me for selling my clothes and being maybe a coaching client from my 5-day challenges, but we are a serial entrepreneur, and we do love selling, and I particularly like product sales, because it's just fun. I've done it from the very beginning, since my son was a baby, since before he was a baby, right? So I really got into it because I needed to find a way to make an income. At the time, I was on welfare. I was living with my parents after I had my son, because I had really bad postpartum depression. And so that's when I started doing eBay and selling products that way. And so I've always had a love for clothes. So you guys know me for that. But I also got into the hemp and the CBD business. And I'll give you a little background about it. And if you could do me a favor, share the broadcast, those of you. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. I had really bad anxiety, okay? And I've been on medication for off and on for years, since even before my son was born. From Paxil to Wellbutrin to uh, Zoloft, all of it. Okay. And so, but there were different particular times where things would get stressful with my lupus, and then I would suffer for the most part with that, really, really extreme. And so, we've all smoked weed, okay? We've all smoked weed. And there was this guy that I was dating, and every time he came by, he brought by weed, right? And so I noticed that even in smoking the weed, and I hope I don't get flagged by Facebook, but it is what it is. And even by smoking the weed, I would feel so much better. Like my knees would feel better, and I would just feel overall good, right? And so, I mean, of course, we all know weed uh, is still possessed over the THC limit, which we're going to talk a little bit about THC a little bit later. But we know that that's what makes it illegal, in our country, right? Because it has over the legal limit of THC. And so, anyway, we do it anyway, right? So yeah. And so we began to, again, smoke the weed every time he came by. So it was like a social thing for me because, me growing up in the church, I didn't really know much about it. And so I began to do that. And so then going to my events when people had it, I used to indulge in it then because it made me feel good. Okay. And anybody with a chronic illness, or if you know someone with a chronic illness, you know that pain, fatigue, all of these things, right, can just come crashing down on that person. And they'll experience all of these things. And so when I began to inhale this type of stuff, it really gave me a relief. And so fast forward on down the line, I always was a social smoker or whatever. And so fast forward down the line, CBD was introduced to the market, right? And even then, it wasn't totally legal. But there were, I used to see, Dr. Oz and different shows that will bring on people that had these really, really beautiful testimonies when they took CBD, literally testimonies of healing and different things, right? And let me just give a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not presenting something that I'm telling you that's going to heal you or make you free of whatever you're dealing with, right? I'm only giving personal testimonies. And then if you decide that you want to indulge because of my testimony, that is definitely on you. So I definitely want to give that disclaimer because, again, we're not to say that it cures this and it cures that. We can only go by our individual testimonies. And so when I began watching Dr. Oz on this serum, right, CBD, I said, well, maybe that can help me. And so there was a network marketing company that were looking for, different people to help sell their product. And so I actually tried one of their products. And then I found out that the product actually worked. Okay. And so I began to consume the product like I was addicted to it, right? Because it really, really helped me. It helped in my knees. It helped give me energy and different things like that. And so I began to actually sell the product. And so, fast forward, I kind of got complacent with that particular company. And I'm the type of person, I don't really like to be the middleman to anybody, although I'm totally for affiliate marketing. I'm totally for, selling other people's product, right? OPP, totally for that. But I wanted to do something and I wanted to make it fun. Okay. So that's when I created my own CBD line, which is called Hustle Her Hemp. All right. Last week we talked about the business opportunities that we offer to men and women that will like to sell CBD products that are fun and different things like that. So you can go catch that. You can go catch that live stream that was done on last week on my personal page, Kimbra Owens. And so today we're just going to give just a little bit of information about CBD and hemp products because a lot of people don't know the difference between the two. And a lot of questions I get when I talk about my products and, how they benefit is, will it make me high? Can I still get a drug test? Can I still get a drug test done and it not be in my drug test if I take this serum, let's call it, okay? And so we kind of want to combat some of those myths that people hear, and we want to be able to answer the questions directly on what it definitely can do for you. Okay. So the first thing is, what is CBD, right? So CBD is basically it. It came from a cannabis plant, right? Okay, so it is a plant that grows, right? And so when we talk about CBD and hemp and different things, they're both plants. And one thing I would tell people all the time, and I would make a joke, is God gave us everything we need naturally. We didn't need to add preservatives. We didn't need to, mix it with this and mix it with chemicals, because God gave us everything we need to make our lives better. Okay. And so it's no different, with the CBD and the hemp oil. That's why, for the life of me, I don't even know why it's still not totally, legal in a lot of countries, because it definitely works. All right. So, and so basically, what it is like oil, right? That is derived from a plant. Just like when you have a tree, you get syrup, right? From those tree leaves, right? And so basically, CBD comes from the cannabis plant, right? And basically, what happens is you have two types of CBD. You have the CBD that has the THC that puts it over the legal limit. Okay. Now, the legal limit of THC is under 0.3%. All right. So if you're finding some CBD oil with less than 0.3%, that is the legal limit. You won't get any trouble by having that limit. And then most places you can sell, all right, that particular CBD. Now, if they find out that you have the oil that possess more than that, right? At that point, you would actually get high, right? Because THC is the ingredient that gets us high. And if you go to my website, I was actually able to create a blog that'll give you more information about, what CBD is, the type of plant that it came from, and, a whole bunch of information that you can definitely use if you want to know more about it. Okay. All right. So again, CBD is derived again from the cannabis plant. Okay. So it's basically what it is that sap that they take that syrup that you get from a tree, right? It's that sap syrup that you get from the cannabis plant. All right. And so because the plant was derived right from the cannabis plant, a lot of people get it mixed up, as it being legal or illegal in order for us to consume, right? All right. And so why do we need something like from a cannabis plant? Like, what nutrition can CBD or the cannabidol, it's basically non-intoxicating. Okay. And again, we say that if it has less than 0.3%, that is the THC. And so that basically will not get you high. It won't show up in your urine or whatever for any type of test, right? And so the THC levels found in hemp versus cannabis, right, with it totally different, right? And so when you look at the cannabis plant, that has to be filtered, right, to take out the THC. Because when you're just looking at the cannabis plant, it has a THC. That's why a lot of people that grow cannabis, be it they grow it in their dispensary or whatever, they get the contact, right? Because they leave the THC inside the cannabis plant, right? But in terms of the CBD oil, it goes through a filter, right? And they filter out the biggest part of the THC, again, which makes it the legal limit. Okay. And let me just make sure no one has any questions. And it makes it, like I said, the legal limit. Okay, so now what is hemp? All right. And so hemp is also a plant, all right, that is a variety of the cannabis sativa. Okay. Now, the good thing about hemp is used in more than just an oil. Hemp is used for making rope, clothes, food, much more. People use construction buildings with hemp. Like you can pass your average building, your office building, and it is made with the industrial hemp, right? And it has, which has a long history that was leading back to Thomas Jefferson, which is our third president of our country, which he grew it himself. Okay, so it's a long standing plant that's been here for lots and lots of years. Okay, now again, the hemp plants, they also contain the THC, but again, it's at very low levels. Okay, so when you're looking at the difference, you'll be able to know the cannabis plant obviously has the higher levels of the THC, and then the hemp plant carries the lower levels of the THC. All right. And so basically, hemp is pretty much used in the tinctures, the gummy bears, and the capsules for the most part, right? Because again, when you're talking about cannabis oil, you have to go through a filtering process. So that would be more expensive for like our manufacturers who now manufacture a lot of the CBD products. They pretty much use the hemp. Okay. Which again, it's in the same family, but they're cousins. Okay. It's not exactly the same thing. And so I just kind of wanted to put that out there first, again, because a lot of people really don't understand the difference between the two. And again, I get the same questions over and over again. What is the difference? Will it make me high? If you're dealing with hemp, no, it will not make you high. Again, we have CBD oil, but it has gone through the filtering process, and it's the THC was taken out. Okay. All right. And so we definitely wanted to go there. And so with that being said as well, we wanted to go ahead and introduce some of our hemp products that we have available. I know I just kind of went face first on things concerning our hemp products and Hustle Her Hemp. What is Hustle Her Hemp? Like we said the other day, it is a product that is geared towards women, right? It is geared towards women, although men can use our products as well. But the idea behind it is I wanted it to be a fun product, but still make people feel better, still make people feel comfortable with, dealing with, you already deal with enough when you have different things that go on in your life, like illnesses and different things like that. But if there is something that can make you feel better, can make you more comfortable, can help you sleep at night, right? Can help, a variety of things, then that is something that I wanted to do. One of the big things that I suffer from as well is acid reflux. And it's so bad. It gotten so bad that, at some point I was throwing up in my sleep, literally just throwing up in my sleep. And so one of my favorite teas, which is my Hustle Her Hemp tea, which is a loose leaf tea. As you can see, I get high on my own stash. And basically, it's a loose leaf tea. And I'm going to show you guys pretty much what it looked like. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see it. But it's a loose leaf tea, right? It's a loose leaf tea that you will put in something like a tea diffuser, right? And then put this in the tea diffuser, and then you put the diffuser in the water, let it sit there to make your tea. And that is something that's a ritual that I adopted every night. And ever since drinking my hemp tea, I no longer throw up in my sleep. Okay. So it has really done wonders for me, because it's nothing like literally choking in your sleep because you got these stuff coming up because of the acid, that's down in your stomach. Right. And I'm taking medicine, over-the-counter medicine, prescribed medicine, and all types of things, to help with this acid reflux. And so when I begin to take, just drink the tea, it began to help me. So now I drink it every single night before I go to bed. And so now that my throat can really just stay dry. Another thing is I had a lot of phlegm buildup because I have a nasal drip, right? and I had a lot of phlegm buildup. And so that's another thing that tries to come up and gets very, cloggy in my throat. So with drinking the hemp tea, I am able to, definitely eliminate that. And I just want to show some of the ones that we have. Now, when it comes to the hemp tea, this is what I call our samples. And basically what this is a test tube, okay? And this gives you, with these samples, you get up to 10 cups of tea, right? Really strong tea. And so I have several kinds of tea. I have Her Berry Pleasure, which is strawberries and apples. And that's one of my favorites. And so I have that. I have Her Warrior Tea, which is, in that one we have turmeric and ginger. We have Her Garden Tea, which is a garden blend. Those of you who like vegetables, it is actually a garden blend, and it does taste vegetable-y. And you can add your sugar however you like that. We also have Her Quiet Storm, and Her Quiet Storm comes with lavender and chamomile. Yes, lavender and chamomile. And so those of you who have problems sleeping and really want to settle down, that is a good tea to drink at night as well. And so we also have not only the samples, but we also have like the big canisters of that as well that will give you up to 32 cups per canister. And so if that's something you would like, definitely let me know, and we can make sure we can get some out to you. Again, this gives you up to 10 cups of your loose leaf tea. Okay. And so we have that as well. Another thing that we have is we have our exotic tea, this is actually non-hemp tea, but we have our exotic tea where we have actually several flavors of this. Right. And what this is this is not, well, it's loose leaf, but it comes in a biodegradable tea bag. All right. So if you can see that tea bag there, that biodegradable tea bag. All right. So basically, what is a biodegradable tea bag? It is a tea bag, all natural tea bag, right? That doesn't have the toxins that you would get in the regular tea bags that you'll find in like the grocery stores. So yes, this tea is just a little more expensive than the teas that you would buy, let's say for $1, okay? Because we're giving you all natural products with even in the tea bags, you can find that. And so this is again our exotic tea. We have 5 different flavors on that. We have this one is mango passion, one of my favorite. This one is Tahitian vanilla oblong tea. Okay. Then we have elderberry energy tea for those of you who like elderberry. Now we also have our elderberry hemp tea called Her Healer. All right. And so we gave it, I guess, names that, we felt like, really spoke to what the tea does. And for you, as we all know, elderberry is good for your immune system. And so we called it a healing, right? So we called it Her Healer. And so we have that as well in hemp. And this is the non-hemp elderberry tea. It's an energy tea. All right. And so we have that. And then lastly, we have, as far as the teas, we have Daily Detox. For those of you who want a cleansing tea, right? A cleanser, get you cleaned out, whatever. We have Daily Detox. And then our last one is Earl Grey, our Earl Grey tea. All right. And so those are the teas that we have. Our teas are pretty popular because, we're always selling them. And so you guys definitely need to get in on it. We also give you samples of the tea. If you would like samples, I'll post the link below so that you guys can get free samples. You just pay a couple dollars for shipping and we can certainly send that out to you. All right. Let's see what else we have here. And those of you who have a dog, like I have a dog, we recently launched our pet treats, okay? Our pet treats and our CBD oil for dogs, okay? And basically our pet treats, you get about 30 treats in a package. The total is, let me see. 100 milligrams total for the package. No, I'm sorry. 150 milligrams total, because you get let's see, hold on. Yeah, you get 5 milligrams per chew, so it's 150 milligrams total on the pet treats. All right, and even for our CBD pet drops, it's 100 milligrams per 30 milliliter bottle. Okay, and so basically you will get, depending on what the dosage is. Now, the pet treats and the pet drops are pretty much for dogs, although we don't really sell anything for cats right now, but we will in the near future if we get enough interest for those that want to do that. But if you have a dog, whether it's a newborn dog or if you have a big dog, we have directions of use on here to let you know how much to give your dog based on how much they weigh. So with my little dog, we give him one a day, because he's only about 14 pounds. And so we give him one a day, and he loves these. He absolutely loves them. Whenever I pull out the bag, he runs up to me, and he won't even eat his dog treats, his milk bone dog treats, like he eat the pet treats. Okay, we haven't started giving him the CBD yet. Right now, we're just going to see how things go with just the treats. But so far, so good. We also have samples for those of you who want to just try it, try before you buy. We do have samples that we can send you as well. All right. And along with the samples, we provide you with a card. All right. Letting you know, giving you directions of use, right? Letting you know how much treats to give them or how much drops to give them if you decide to get our CBD drop. Right now, we do not have any samples of the drops, okay? But if you're giving them, drops, here is the directions of use, all right? And then if you click on the barcode right here, that will give you 10% off, all right, to get your next set of pet treats. All right. So you'll get this with every sample, or even if you buy, you'll get that with your information. All right. And so that is another thing. So lastly, well, actually, two more things we have is for those ladies that like to, number one, relax and feel good. A part of our skincare products, we have bath bombs. Okay. And this particular bath bomb is called Mellow. All right. And so Mellow has an array of ingredients that will allow you to relax and get mellow by the end of the night. All right. And so basically how our bath bombs is, and I'm sure a lot of you know how to use a bath bomb, but basically you run a nice hot bath, and then you put the bath bomb inside your hot bath, and then you let this dissolve in your bath, and you just soak in it, right? And so this particular one, again, we call her Mellow. That is Mellow. And if you definitely like to get Mellow, this is a 6-ounce bath bomb. This is probably one of the biggest bath bombs you will ever see, because a lot of the average bath bombs are only 3 ounces, okay? Or like 3.5 ounces. This is a 6-ounce bath bomb. So you'll get a lot of potency inside of this bath bomb, okay? Yes, they do leave rings, but just like anything, just like a dirt ring, you clean your bathroom out, once you are done, okay? All right. So the last thing we have is our skincare, all right? Our turmeric mud mask, our skincare. And this is the latest product that we launched within the last 30 days we've launched. And basically this is, again, it works, you guys. It really, really works. If you know anything about turmeric, you know that turmeric is very beneficial to the skin. Turmeric does healing from, skin issues to cuts to wounds and different things. If you eat turmeric, it'll help combat It'll help, keep cancer and different things away. So turmeric is one of those natural things that God has given us to use in order to combat anything that doesn't agree with our body. Okay. So we decided to take turmeric, right? And the turmeric extract and put it in a formula with skincare, along with other things like we have, let me see, apple cider vinegar, I think we have it in. We have jojoba oil, avocado oil, all things natural. So this is a totally all natural skincare product. And basically what you do is you put this on twice a week. You let it stay on for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can also leave it on any longer, and this will work wonders. Okay. My 72-year-old mother uses this face mask and she looked 45. And that is absolutely no lie. Anybody that know me and know my mom know that she looks great. Okay. So if you have wrinkles, if you have like different, like fine lines, right, that you want to smooth out, if you have dark spots, if you have acne, any type of eczema. One of my girlfriends burned herself on her shoulder, and her skin was just really peeling, and it was really red. And so I told her, I said, put some of this turmeric mud mask on. I said, it works on the skin, not just your face, but it works on the skin as well. So if you have a cut, if you have a scrape, you can use it and it will work wonders. So she used it on her skin, and it basically just pretty much put the moisture and brought life back in to her skin. And so I can go on and on and on and on about this. And I know there are so many other skincare regimens out there. So, we just fall in line. All right. We do have samples for those of you that want to sample. Of course, the only thing we ask for is that you pay for shipping. So if you're really serious about supporting us and even getting a sample, we appreciate that you go ahead and pay for shipping, and we'll send you this particular thing. This is a 1 ounce little jar of our skincare. All right. So we'll send you that out. And then, we're generous. So we don't mind giving you 2 or maybe even 3. And even this right here will last you a couple of weeks. And so, even with the sample, and if you use it regularly, you will definitely see and notice a difference on your skin when you definitely use it. And now what I tell people is too, if you have like a real big major problem or a major issue with your skin that you've been dealing with for so long, you want to be able to give it time. Give it at least 4 weeks of continuous use, right? And then you will be able to see the difference. A lot of times people want quick results, and they're quick to just kind of throw it away and say, it don't work. But that's not the case. You got to give it time. You got to give it time, and, so that, you can see that it works. And so we do have these available right now. There's an introductory price of $20. Okay. That is not the regular price. Once we get rid of our first 50 that we have allotted to sell at the introductory price, then it will go to the regular price. All right. And then the next thing we're going to be introducing is our serum, right? Our vitamin C and CBD serum, right? And that's going to be our afterglow. So I am so excited. But if you want to go ahead and get started with the turmeric mask, again, if you deal with oily skin, if you deal with really dry skin or dry patches, go ahead and get this stuff. This is some good stuff. I get raving reviews from the people that have used these things, used this rather. And so if you like to give it a try, if you're not, so caught up on another skincare regimen, we would definitely love for you to try Her Glow is what we call it. All right. And so we don't have any questions. And so we are definitely going to end our live right now. Just want to make sure and see Anybody have any questions? Let's see here. Because when it comes to skincare, everybody have like, everybody have their thing that they do. And hold on. Let me yeah. Yeah. So, we just want to make sure that we give you enough information so that you can make a decision, right? In order to um get something that's really going to work, and a lot of people, again, they get scared because we talk about CBD, 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 but CBD is where it's at. Okay. And so we definitely want you to give it a try. Go to www.hustleherhemp.com. Let me just put that in our comments. And all right, so we're going to put that in the comments. So you can go right to our website, click on shop, and then you'll see our products that come up. Our skincare or whatever is already discounted for the $20 introductory price, and you'll be able to get it that way. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I'm going to be back next week. We're going to talk some more about our products, maybe get into a little depth about the benefits of one particular product each week. All right. All right. Again, thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.